Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I had a little bit of an opening in my schedule this week and I had a few ideas, so I went to my beauty Facebook page and I asked you guys what you wanted to see and if you would like me to do my top favorite drugstore and top favorite high-end products. Now this is all across the board. I know that I've done a 5 under $5, a 10 under $10, stuff like that, but I just want to do an overall video of all of my favorite drugstore products and all of my favorite high-end products that I have in my collection to date. So this is going to be a pretty long video. This is going to be on my top favorite drugstore products. A lot of you said yes, do it. I have probably 60 plus products here, so I'm not going to be doing too much reviewing because I've reviewed a lot of these already, but I'm just going to show them to you so you guys can write them down. I would highly suggest getting a piece of paper, a pen, writing down some ideas because these products I'm going to show you are really, really good, affordable drugstore products that I would recommend to anybody, and they're like my good picks. They're what I've picked out of the drugstore that work for me that I continuously use all the time. So if you're interested in this, then just keep watching, get that pen and paper, and let's do this. I'm going to try to do this all in kind of like highlighters, powders, stuff like that kind of order, but I'm going to try to go through this very, very quickly. Otherwise, you guys are going to be here for an hour. The first thing is kind of new for me, and I haven't even actually reviewed it yet, but so you guys will know that I love it. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. It's not a bronzer. For most of us, this is a highlighter. This is in Reserve Your Cabana. This is amazing. It's only a couple of bucks. Wet n Wild, super cheap. Such a beautiful all over kind of sheen illuminator, and I absolutely love this. It's going to be great in the summer as well, but I use it now too just to kind of dust everywhere, and it just gives you a very luminous glow. And I'm oily skinned and I still love this. I got it for $3.99 at Five Below, but you can get it at any drugstore. It's amazing. I hate the packaging, how bulky it is, but it's an amazing product. The next one is from Hard Candy, and this is their 129 Baked Bronzer in Tiki. Now, I don't know why they continuously call these bronzers. This is a highlighter, and I have used this since before I had my channel. Right before I started my channel, I shattered it, so I didn't use it, but this is another product that just gives you an all-over luminous glow. It's amazing. Another drugstore highlighter that I love is from NYX, and this is their Ritualistic highlighter. They do have gold ones. I think they have 3 different kinds of these. I got the lightest one because I like more of a pearl or a gold. I haven't gotten the gold, but I really do want to try that one out next. I got this a long time ago, probably about a year ago, but I love this. It's so beautiful, so pigmented, and it's just a great highlighter. Moving on to bronzers. A bronzer that I really like, I don't use unless it's in the summer though, is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster with the sun on it. I love this. It smells good too. It smells really good. But this is in light to medium. Comes with a mirror. And I really like this. Now I use this as an all over bronzer in the summer, but it's so pretty and so like shimmery, you know, so you can't use it to contour, and it's a little bit orangey, but it's definitely worth grabbing and using as an all-over bronzer if you do that in the summer because it is amazing. Another one that you might only be able to find at Big Lots or something like that, because I'm pretty sure it is discontinued in stores, but if you do have a Big Lots around you and you are able to go, they always have it, and it's Maybelline's Master Bronze. This is actually a really good contour shade. I love this. Now, I found this at Big Lots, like I said, for $2. It's a matte bronzer. It works perfectly to contour with. So pigmented, blends out like a dream. So if you can find it, it is the Master Bronze. So good. And then everybody's drugstore bronzing favorites is the NYX Smooth Skin. This is only a couple of bucks. I've gone through a few of these. Some people hate it. A lot of us love it. I'm one of the ones that absolutely loves it. This is a great contour powder, especially if you don't have the funds for like the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, stuff like that. This is a great alternative. Now, foundation powder, setting powders, all of that kind of powder. Now, for brightening underneath my eyes, I absolutely love Sonia Kashuk's brightening powder. I actually need to go and get some more. I'm almost out of this. This is just, I don't even know how to explain it. Everybody's talking about the Laura Mercier. I can't even say it right. The Laura Mercier brightening powder that's going around, but it's like an arm and a leg and your child in order to buy it. And this is amazing. This is only like 12 bucks, and I'm pretty sure it's probably just as good as that. I've never tried it, but this is like silk, and it brightens up your under eye like no other thing I've ever used. So I absolutely love this. I would highly recommend getting this. And then there is the Rimmel Stay Matte, which we all know and love. This is only a couple of bucks. I have mine transparent, and it works so good at setting your foundation. So this is always a must-have. If you don't have this, go get it. Thank me later. And then something else that I really liked. It's a recent for me, but I love it. And I use it just like the Rimmel Stay Matte. And this is the Milani face powder. This is their Multitasker face powder. I have mine in light medium, which is 02. It does come with like a lace imprint on it, but I've already used enough of that, so it's gone. This is also a really good face powder. This tends to blur the complexion a little bit more than the Rimmel Stay Matte, so I absolutely love that. Another under eye setting powder that I like and don't use as much because I love the Sonia Kashuk way too much, but this is the NYX HD Finishing Powder in Banana. This is actually really good. It does give you a lot of brightening under your eye, but I would just say be careful because it really depends on what concealer you use with it. Because I know if I use that stupid Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer with this, it makes me look like I'm 90 years old. So just be careful with which concealer you use, but other than that, it's a great powder. And then as a foundation powder, I love the Milani foundation powder. I have mine in 03 Natural. It's the Even Touch Powder Foundation. As you can see, I've hit pan. I mean, I love this. It makes your skin look like silk, and I do put it on top of liquid foundation. I know you're not supposed to, but my skin looks perfect after doing it. I don't break out, so I do what I want. Some blushes. Jordana. Jordana is where it's at. These blushes are so pigmented. They're so easy to blend. I have a million of them because I had to journey across seas to get them. I'm just joking. I did have to go pretty far. Another one is the NYX blushes. They are always very, very good, and they blend out. They have amazing colors. And then more Milani. You guys, Milani and Jordana for the drugstore is really where it's at. But I have two different kinds of Milani. I have the baked ones, and this is their baked powder ones. More in the summer is when you want to use these. They are sparkly and beautiful and make you look like a goddess. And then there's their matte rose ones, which they come in all different kinds of colors. I think there's 3, but I thought they came out with 3 other new shades. I'm not sure, but these blushes, I would get these over anything else. Like, they are amazing. I absolutely love them. Now for foundations, I don't really have too many drugstore foundations that work for me, but I do have a few that I can't live without. And the first one is the Covergirl Outlast 3-in-1 with the turquoise top. Look how gross it is. It's because I use it every single day. I have mine in 820. I don't know what that is. Creamy Natural. And it's great. It is more of a pinky toned kind of foundation, and I run more yellow toned, so I do have to use it in conjunction with other ones that are more yellow toned. And then there's Maybelline. Maybelline works for me every time when it comes to foundations. I love them. I love the Fit Me. This is a matte and poreless, and then this is the Better Skin, and I usually mix them too, like mix them together and use them on my face, and it just covers every imperfection, keeps me matte, helps my pores. I mean, I just love Maybelline when it comes to foundations. Now concealers, I'm also very picky with concealers. I usually use high-end concealers, but I do have a few drugstores that I love. Now this is the Maybelline Fit Me. This is so smooth and creamy. I absolutely love this one. Really good coverage. Then there's the NYX HD. I don't care for this more for coverage, but brightening under my eye, it is bomb for that. And then the Better Skin from Maybelline. I use this before I put on my foundation. I cannot think today. Before I put on my foundation, and it just really helps correct the bags and the black circles and all that hell. It helps. Mascaras, these are 3 of my absolute favorite. The first one is the L'Oreal Telescopic. You can also get this at Big Lots, but you can get it in any drugstore as well. This has upped my bottom lashes, their game, like MVP, man. This is just amazing. It's Carly Bible's favorite for a reason. And I also love the Essence, and this is new, the Essence Lash Princess. This shit is bomb. I have not used another mascara for the past 3 or 4 days. This is really good. It gives you length, it gives you volume, and it's very, very shocking, but it is a very wet formula, so you can make a mess with it if you're not careful. And an absolute favorite that's just across the board for many of us is the Jordana Best Lash Extreme in the purple tube. The other ones are not as great as the purple tube one. This one will blow your mind. Brow products, I have to be honest, high-end for me is really where it's at most of the time, but I have found a couple that work in a pinch and can do the job. The first one is the Salon Perfect Brow Pomade. This is some good shit, you guys. Salon Perfect Brow Pomade. It is so good. It's just as good as the Anastasia Beverly Hills. no joke. And it's only a few dollars. I think it's like $3 or $4. And then I have the Milani Brow Clear Gel. This works really good. And I did also hear that there is a L'Oreal one that works amazingly, or a Maybelline The Best Lash. They also have a clear one that works really, really good. I still need to try those out, but the Milani one works really good too. And then for gel liners, my favorite drugstore gel pot liners is the L'Oreal one, and this is the Infallible one, I believe. Yes, L'Oreal Infallible Blackest Black 171 gel pot liner. This is really black, stays all day, it doesn't smudge. And then there's the Essence gel liner. This has gone around YouTube. It is amazing. It's so smooth, it's so silky, super black, stays, really easy to work with. So this is actually a surprisingly good favorite of mine. Now when it comes to liquid eyeliner, seriously, the only one I use, the only one I have that is drugstore is the e.l.f. Precision Eyeliner. I can't talk highly enough about this. This is the best drugstore liquid eyeliner I've ever used. I literally don't have another one in my collection because I just keep repurchasing this. I don't mess around with this. If you guys don't like the felt tips and you have a hard time doing your upper eye like a cat eye or anything like that, get the e.l.f. Precision Eyeliner. It will help you. It will step up your game, and it's amazing. Now, brushes and sponges, I have a few affordable ones. Now, Real Techniques, we all know and love. Real Techniques is just where it's at, but they can also be a bit expensive, to be honest, because a lot of the times they come in kits, which can get quite expensive, but they are a great brush set to get. And then there's Eco Tools, which you can find at the drugstore. You can find at the dollar store sometimes. You can find online on sale. They are really good. They're really, really good. They do shed a little tiny bit, but I mean, they're really good for the price. And then there is online, which is Beauty Junkies, which is amazing. They have like complete Sigma brushes dupes, especially this blending brush is a complete dupe for the Sigma E40, only this is better. Completely better. I would never buy Sigma because of Beauty Junkies. They have amazing brushes. And then there's Mikasa. Mikasa is another brand that has totally blown me out of the water, that is affordable and drugstore cheap. It's good. Really, really good. So these two companies, Real Techniques and Eco Tools, make it so I don't have any high-end brushes. I think I have a couple that I've gotten for free at Ipsy and in New York City, but other than that, no. And then some yucky beauty sponges, but I love them. This one is, I got online, I'll leave below, I forgot what the name of it was, but they're super, super cheap, way cheaper than the Beauty Blender and work just as good. And then there's this B9 one that I got at TJ Maxx for like $3 that works even better than the green sponge. So you don't have to spend $20 on a freaking Beauty Blender, you guys, no way. When it comes to eyeliners, I love the NYX Très Gelée. It's a gel liner. It's so deep and dark, but it does smudge a little bit. But if you set it with some black eye powder, like eyeshadow, completely good. Works amazing. Then there's Jordana liners, the black liner. I love the Jordana black eyeliner. I've been using it every single day. And then if you don't want to go with black and you like to brighten up your eyes, then you can use this. And this is the Rimmel London. What are you called? Scandalize. And this is just a nude color eyeliner. And these three from the drugstore are my must-haves. Like, I absolutely love them. Now with lip liners, there's a huge array. I mean, you can really go anywhere. There I have Maybelline, the Moisture Whip. Love this. There's Revlon Color Stay. Anything Revlon Color Stay is normally amazing. Then there's ColourPop, which is only like an online brand, but they're super cheap, and they're amazing. And then there's NYX. As always, NYX is always a go-to. I mean, if you really want to stay with good drugstore, go to NYX. And then there is Rimmel. Rimmel is good. You have to pick and choose between Rimmel. There are some bad and some good with Rimmel, but I love the Rimmel lip liners. Eye pencils, I only go with NYX. I have the NYX Milk, the Yogurt, and the Black Bean. And I just use these as my bases. They're the only thing I use, really. I don't have anything else. That's just what I love. Now, as you guys know, I love cream eyeshadows. I love them. So my favorite drugstore ones always are ColourPop. I love ColourPop, but they're not something that you can get at the drugstore. You have to get them online, but they are cheaper than drugstore cream shadows. And then there's the L'Oreal Infallibles. You cannot go wrong with these. And then there's the Flower Cream eyeshadows. I cannot tell you guys enough how amazing the Flower Cream shadows are. They are the best drugstore, on top of anything, cream eyeshadows I have ever used. So if you can get your hands on these, grab the Flower ones. You will be so surprised about how amazing the formula is on them. Okay, now we're going to talk lippies, and I have a crap ton. Most of my lipsticks are drugstore. The first is Flower in the white tube. There's a white and a black kind. I think the black is, I'm not even sure what. There's a white and black kind. I like the white formula way better. They are amazing. Then there's NYX, and I have quite a few NYX. I love NYX. The NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams are amazing. Then there's the NYX High Voltage Lipsticks. Just as amazing, but you know, they're not matte, but they're amazing. And then there's the new ones. They're the NYX Liquid Suede. I hate the packaging on them. They're so disgusting, but the formula is bomb. Then there is Jordana, and this is their Modern Matte Lipsticks. I don't have any other kinds of lipsticks from them, but I love the Jordana Modern Matte Lipsticks. They can be a little bit hard to work with, but their colors are awesome. And then there's Milani. You guys, I have so many Milani lipsticks going from glossy to matte, and every single formula is amazing. And they look beautiful because they're gold. So that's always a great choice. And then there is Wet n Wild, which is like the cheapest of cheap that you can get at the drugstore, and they are a really great formula. Also is BH Cosmetics. Now most people haven't been really talking about BH Cosmetics, but if you can get their Color Lock, oh my gosh, they're only a few bucks. They are amazing formula. They are so pigmented and the colors are so pretty. Then there's Sonia Kashuk, which is a little bit more higher end for the drugstore, but this is like better than MAC kind of quality. I love the formula on the Sonia Kashuk lipsticks. They are amazing. And then there is, of course, ColourPop. You guys, ColourPop, I know that they're not technically drugstore, but they are cheaper than most drugstores. So if you are able to shop online with them, do it. And then there is Maybelline. Now, I only really like the Maybelline kind of like mattes, but I heard that there are a lot of other Maybelline lipsticks that are just amazing. A lot of people are always talking about Maybelline lipsticks, especially in the summer, because they always come out with really beautiful, bright, vibrant colors. So that's always a great choice. And lastly, setting sprays. Now, I only like 2 setting sprays because I normally use Amazon setting sprays, Perfectly Posh or Urban Decay. But I do love these 2. And this is the NYX Matte Finish. This is always a good, and they even have one that's not matte. It's for like illuminating. They have a whole bunch of different kinds. And then there is the L'Oreal Infallible. Now, this is quite expensive. You can get mini sizes on All Cosmetic, which are half the price. But this is better than any setting spray I've used. I absolutely love this. Highly recommend it. I know it's a little bit pricey for the drugstore, but there's a reason for that, and that's because it's amazing. It's better than most high-ends. So that is all of my favorites from the drugstore. As you see, there are no palettes because I do not like palettes from the drugstore. I have yet to find one that I actually really like. But that is literally everything in my collection drugstore that I would, without a doubt, recommend to you guys to go out and get, that I hold very highly in my collection and I use all the time. So I hope that this was useful for you guys. I will leave everything down below for you. I'll name everything, all 1,000 products of it for you guys in the description box, just in case you missed something or you want to come back and you want to shop for some of these. And if you guys have some of these and you have some opinions, leave them in the comments for us. Let us know if I missed something or something that I need to get in my collection drugstore-wise that I don't have, because I would love that and I would thank you. Thank you for watching, you guys, and I will see you in the next one, the high-end luxury one. That should be fun and sad. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.